Hello, everybody. I am Jamil Glenn. I am the Primetime Entrepreneur, and I just wanted to say thank you for my little bit of subscribers and my little bit of views on my videos and my podcast. I have been getting some questions, and I wanted to answer a question, maybe two, this week. I got about, not too many, got about 7 questions from listeners and subscribers. And I just wanted to see if I could answer one of those questions today. So, the very first question that I have, I just wanted to look here. Okay, so the very first question that I have is from Admin K8M321 asking if it's hard to acquire a business. That's a pretty stupid question. Is it hard to eat a cupcake? No, because it's easy to eat a cupcake because it's so bad for you, right? So acquiring a business is extremely difficult. It's probably one of the most difficult things that you could probably do in the business sphere, in the entrepreneurship sphere. However, the upside of running a business that you've already acquired, as opposed to starting your own business, is night and day. So acquiring a business will give you a lot more upside. You have a lot more leverage with the bank and maybe investors because there's cash flow involved. There's employees involved. So it's easier to be able to fund a business acquisition because it's already relevant. It's already been happening, and a lot of times, like owners want to just either retire or they don't want to deal with the day to day anymore, so they want to give up the business. So the problem with the acquiring a business is the deal. So what happens is, in a lot of business acquisitions, good businesses, people don't usually want to get rid of good businesses. They want to keep them because they're making money. So the most difficult part is being able to source and find businesses to acquire that are either, you're dealing with a retiree, or you're dealing with somebody that has, something that maybe a divorce or whatever the case is not advantageous, that the owner wants to give up the business if it's a good business. So what happens is, like, a lot of times, like, you have to be able, you're on a long lookout just trying to find the right deal to be able to find financing for, or get bank financing for, or to do a leverage buyout for, or whatever way you want to be able to structure the deal. It's very difficult to find a good business with good revenue, good employees, a solid track record that hasn't been interrupted by COVID, because a lot of times those business owners want to keep those businesses. So it's easier to find a bad business than it is a good business. But the bad business, you're not going to easily find funding unless it's part of a bigger conglomerate that you want to be able to uh, partner with. You have another business that you want to be able to partner that business with, or you have some ideas or where you could take that business to the future. Whatever the case is, it's hard to be able to find that deal, and that's the most difficult part. Particularly if you find a great deal, you'll find really easy ways to be able to get financing. You'll find really easy ways to get bank financing if all of the necessary components are there. And then also dealing with brokers. So I love them and hate them. I have about 100 brokers a day sending me new deals. But the problem is that those multiples on those deals are extremely accelerated, and they're 4 or 5 time multiples outside of the tech industry, which is completely egregious. But at the end of the day, brokers are a necessary evil. They'll be able to send you deals, but again, those deals are, you have to really do your due diligence on those deals, because those brokers escalate the price of those deals, and they also represent a different marker in terms of what they're getting paid. So it's usually at a 6%, 7% fee that they're charging. So that's also included in the price. So it gets really expensive when you're dealing with brokers. So it's really difficult. You can't have the chicken without the egg, and it's a very, very difficult process. But if you're willing to put the time in and find the deals and be able to find good business owners who are looking to walk away from their business, or maybe just, they want to do something where they want to buy out, or they want to be able to still make money with you. There's a number of different ways that you can do it, but the number one problem, the most difficult portion, is finding the deal. All right, so that's a question, and I hope I answered that question. I hope that you guys see this. I don't really care if you don't press the like button or subscribe. I hope you find this organically through a search that will benefit you. All right, thank you. I'm Jamil Glenn. Have a great day.